Romans 7 through 11 is all about us being grafted into the cultivated olive tree. Ephesians 2 is about us being adopted into the family that is Israel. So when I came off of dispensation theology and came to understand the grafting and adoption process, really as a result of marrying Sheila, because she had a 13-year-old son when we got married, and I adopted him into my family and gave him my name. So he was not a Skiba, now he is a Skiba. All of a sudden, Hosea is making perfect sense to me, and where Paul is quoting Hosea in Romans 7 through 11, I'm going, okay, I'm getting it. This is not replacement theology. People want to hear what I'm saying and accuse me of a replacement theology. That's not replacement. Jeremiah, my son, was a Garcia. Now he's a Skiba. He didn't replace me. He just got grafted into my family and is now heir to whatever my family has to offer him. And, to whatever degree he wants to participate in it, he can pass on the legacy of the Skiba, because that's who he became. He didn't replace me. He became part of my family. I don't know about you guys, but I'm there. I am trembling in awe of Yahuwah and his goodness. But through the actual practical experience that I went through in my life, I have some small understanding of what was going on here. And then a number of years later, Yahuwah restored and brought me my bride. I said, my picker is broken. I'm not picking the next one. You're going to have to pick the next one because I can't pick right. So he did. He brought me into a full-time ministry. I became a missionary in January of 2004. And a few months later, interesting, August, a new beginning, eighth month, August. So that's cool, man. In the 8th month, there, 2004, he brought the woman that would become my bride-to-be into my life, and she had a 13-year-old son when we got married. And so I adopted him. And he was not a Skiba. Now he is a Skiba. I get it. Right? I was not a people. Now I am a people. My son didn't change his DNA. He has Garcia DNA going through his blood. But I have given him a new identity. He wears my name on his baseball jersey. He is heir to anything I have to leave for him, and anything my family has to offer is his. He is free to participate in every tradition my family has ever started if he so chooses. He can go the route of following his biological father if he wants. But I have given him a new identity that he can choose to accept. I believe that's exactly what's happened with us. And I thank God for the things, because I always said I didn't want kids. I love kids. I actually really love kids, but I know the style of life that I have always had. I'm always on the go. I'm always traveling. And my dad was a 9-to-5er. My dad was always there for me. And I always said if I was going to be a dad, I wanted to be the kind of father my father was. But I knew that the type of lifestyle that I have and the ministry that I'm called to, I couldn't be that. But I end up marrying a woman who has a 13-year-old son, so I didn't have to do all that diapers and all the, I am now more on the coach side of things and can be the friend side of things and can be that for my son. But, he's 22 now, so he's off and doing his own thing, so I'm still free to travel. So God worked it all out and then taught me a pretty powerful lesson as to who I am in him through this whole situation right here.
When you start to look at this from